Havik Nation has arrived. Welcome to Pause and Rewind, because that's just what we do here. Listen, we have made it. We have made it. Y'all told me to do Money Game series because Money Game Part 3 was coming out and I should know and everything. So I did it. I did Money Game. I did Money Game 2. Not that many people watched them, but we made it to Part 3 nonetheless. Here I am, keeping my word, man. I'm a man of the people. You know what I'm saying? This was y'all recommendation, so here I am. I've been eager to get to Part 3 because Part 1 and Part 2, man, those were really something. Just aside from the topic, right? Aside from the topic, just the artistry and the creativity behind executing that topic, I really appreciate it. And so here we are, REN with Money Game Part 3. I don't really want to waste no more time. This is a 9-minute video. Let's see, it's kind of long, so I'm ready to jump right into it. But before we do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so y'all can stay up to date with me. And for now, we're going to jump into REN Money Game Part 3, the official music video. Havik Nation, are you ready? Let's go! Look at that. It's very, composer, stage, Mozart feel. Look at this. Wow, wow, wow. Ooh, that camera work. Wow, right with the bag and the rope again. Wow. Look at this. Are you kidding me? The reflection on the grand. Oh my goodness. Very nice. Oh. That shot alone. I've seen that shot 1,000,000 times. But when it's done well, and it always gets me. It always gets me, right? Makes it look like he's looking down, turn the camera, but really you just kind of walk off. It's such a nice shot. It's not that easy to do. You really got to sell it. And that was a nice shot. Man, here we go, man. Still storytelling to its finest. Now look at this. Great shot, right? You really have to angle this camera so you're not getting yourself in the reflection. This is one of my hardest tasks when I'm shooting, is to stay out of reflections. Man, they're really killing this. This is nice. There you go with the vocals again. Well, look how he's turning with that. It's nice. Oh, this is beautiful. There he goes with those Bayou vocals, man. That's what I call them. Ooh. Yes.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. 1 year old and his first words were mine, mine, gimme. 2 years old he was walking, 3 years old walking quickly. 4 years old he was running round the pavements of his city. 5 years old and his daddy told him, listen here son, you gotta learn to be a man. A man, he works for what he wants. 6 years old and he's reading, writing, top of the bunch. And when he's 7, his progression made him student number 1. 8 years old and he's praised for unusual grades. 9, his parents paid for private school to nurture the flame. 10, 11, 12, 13, he ascends and ascends. His daddy tells him, son, money is the means to all ends. 14, solving complex mathematical equations. At 15, IQ 150, still elevating. 16, he develops complex software code that detects weaknesses in cybersecurity protocols. 17, and he sells his vision, keeping the share. Not yet an adult, but he's practically a millionaire. 18, and his daddy tells him, now you're a man. This world don't give a damn about you, so take all that you can. 19, he turns a profit, stocks and shares, invest in product. 20, double down deposits. 21, his income rockets. 22, he learns the truth is just an obstacle to wealth. If you manipulate the data, then a lie will sell itself. 23,
if you manipulate the data, then a lie will sell itself. Woo!
Life of luxury, crystal and cocaine. 24, he makes the Forbes list, they're applauding his name. 25, and his daddy tells him, listen here son, while you're sitting in that palace, that don't mean that you won. 26, a business shift, he switches business to arms. He's 27, dealing nuclear and shells in Iran. 28, inside the Senate, money bought him a seat. He's 29, a role of counsel in the president's suite. Now he's 30, his daddy says you're losing the race. You're just a servant to the king, not even in second place. 31, a big maneuver for his daddy's approval, moving imports over borders from the exports out of Cuba. 32, moving grams, growing kilos to tons. He's 33, filling warehouses with powder and guns. 34, turf war with nobody to stop it. Blind eye from the po-po inside of his pocket.
Got the police in the pocket. Man, right? Look how he's gone through all of that right there. From 1 year old to 30 so far, right? When money is just the number one factor, the number one motivator, to the point where you're saying that that's all that matters. No one gives a damn about you, so just take what you can by any means necessary. And no matter what you do, no matter what you accomplish, no matter how you're a genius at this, no matter how your equation you solved this, company you started that, solution you solved this, problem you've identified, it doesn't matter. That's not enough. Keep going. Do more. Do it again. There's still, no matter what you do, there's still somebody better than you. So come up with another thing. Sell the company. All right, but now somebody else just owns your company. Now you got to do something else. Now you got to, and you just got to keep going and going and going and going and going. There's like never enough money for the people that have all the damn money. And you just keep going. What else can I do? Now I'm on this private jet. Now I'm at this private place. Now I'm on this private island, right? Doing all this shit because I'm in that life now, and I need more. I need more because it's all I've ever been taught. This is all I want. I got to keep going for it. Man. Woo. All right.
35, he gets a call. I'm sorry, son, but it's your father. Had a heart attack. I'm sorry, he's gone. 36, getting pissed off, abusing his product. 37, eyes glazed, disposition demonic. 38, with a prostitute, a moment of passion, heating up a silver spoon and then chasing the dragon. 39, getting reckless and hungry for power. Daddy's words are still driving him to kill and devour. Makes a move against the cartel, but the strategy's flawed. They retaliate and leave him in a hospital ward. A bullet buried in his vertebra and one in his leg. The doctor sighs and says, I don't think you'll be walking again.
Hey, I just gotta pause it there, man, just to shout out this production. I've noticed, and y'all have said, that he likes to do a lot of one takes, man. I remember being in film school and one takes for like music videos and things like that were really just starting to get popular, and I wanted to do them so bad. Like, I love doing as long takes as possible. And so I also appreciate that when I'm watching these videos, because he does them so well. His team, his people, everybody around him as an artist and the main focal point, everybody does such a great job. This one, he's obviously up in the production, up in the extras, a lot of people running in the background. There's a lot of like, you know, practical effects that are happening as well. And you only get one shot at those. You know what I'm saying? It's like a stage play. You only get one shot of it, or one shot at it. and everything is kind of hitting their marks, and him falling back in the chair without even looking, because he knows the guys behind him, right? That's the choreo. But it's just smooth. And when you have this many elements included, that increases the risk of something going wrong. And so I just appreciate just a lot of the layers and a lot of the elements that are involved in this particular video, because the execution is on point, man. It's really, really good. I wonder how many times they had to run through this whole thing. This is great. Look, the smoke and stuff is still going off in the back. Yeah, and he pushes them through it. This is nice. Camera work, great as always. All right. Now, see, that's a chance to cut right there. Did they cut? I have no idea. But knowing how long the video is, you might want to give yourself some of those safe havens where, like, as an editor, all right, well, we can cut here if we need to. Oh, here we go. My favorite sound. I love strings. I love strings.
Let me tell you a story about a boy named Jimmy. He was 40 and he cursed the words, mine, mine, gimme. 41 he wasn't walking, 42 not walking quickly, 43 never running round the pavements of his city, 44 inside a palace with a mountain of gold. But those riches turn to rubble and perspective evolves. Weighing heavy on his conscience is the value of gold. Lamborghini for a life, trading money for souls. Jimmy followed the code inside the land of the free. Put your hand inside the cookie jar, take more than you need. And his example is exaggerated versions of me. And it's a version of him, and it's a version of she, and it's a version of you. There's no escaping the blame. The way we live is parasitic. Fuck the money and fame. Call the music.
Look at this. What a great transition right there, grabbing that camera. I'm assuming there might be a rig on
this.
This
isn't
camera.
Entertainment. This is real life. The way we live is lunacy. Community, it declines. Hyperpolarized, always fighting, then we divide. Truth is less important than the money that we designed. Money's an invention. Politics from our invention. They all come from people's ideas. Did I mention? Border's an invention. Law and order fuel the tension. It leads to people killing each other. My solution? Everything is subject to change. We could build utopias if individuals were taught to use their brains. But if we teach kids in schools to always be sheep and put themselves before the herd if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface then consume till it dies.
This is a very tense shot right here, right? Like, the fact that he loaded this gun and then he just carelessly waves it around with his finger on the trigger, right? Even just as like a viewer, taking yourself out of the story for a minute, even just like it's nerve-wracking even as you're like, oh, damn, he's an actor. in the performance, and then there's a cameraman, and you're just waving this gun at the cameraman, right? Whether, real gun, real bullets, not real bullets, blanks, they swapped the gun when they went in close, or whatever, right? But the point is, it makes it very nerve-wracking. It really sells the point of like where he's at in life right now, right? Tie undone, shirt opened, right? Losing everything. You had it all, and yet you still feel like you have nothing because you valued the wrong things. And now you're just all willy-nilly waving this gun. I mean, it's just done so well. Even this shot right here, this straight-on shot while he's doing that, just makes you feel so uneasy. So well done.
Before the hood, if there's more money for me, then there's no future I see where the humans survive. We're parasites inside a petri dish with cannibal minds. Mold will grow upon the surface and consumes till it dies. And our fate could be the same without this story to the wise. "45. Jimmy comes home out of the rain, soaking wet upon a wheelchair, drinking again. He is everything he wants, he is fortune and fame. He's a fortunate fool with an unfortunate fate. With a 45 caliber aimed at his brain. 45 a fitting number cause his age is the same. Here's the words of his father, it's such a damn shame."
Ooh.
Then he presses on the trigger of a money game.
Oh my. Oh my. Wow. I mean, look, that's how you tell a story, right? Beginning, middle, end, brought it back around full circle because there was a message to tell. That's just how you do it. I appreciate this dude so much, man, because he clearly just puts a lot into his craft. He puts a lot into his artistry. He puts a lot into telling the story, right? It's kind of in the same way that I approach a lot of my songs, man. This is one reason that I started out as a writer first, and why I'm kind of a writer foremost is I care about what I'm saying. He cares about what he's saying, right? He cares about what he's saying. You can tell, how much he puts into every lyric, what he wants this to mean, what he wants this to look like, look like, so that he tells the story the way he wants to tell it and sends the message that he wants to send. I appreciate that, man, because not a lot of people do that, and you don't have to do it all the time. But he does it, and it really elevates everything. This was a spectacular video. I love this too. I mean, I don't know if this is the last part of Money Game or does it continue. Either way, this is I think a nice rounded full circle kind of series of what he started out talking about and where he ended it, and just the story that he was able to tell about this person who had started at 1 year old, gimme. You're already under the mindset that everything is mine. I want, and then, your dad in this story is just telling you to do this, do that, and, take this, get that, blah, 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 blah. You got to make a path for yourself because nobody else is going to do it for you. But the key point is do it by any means necessary. Never stop. Get money, get rich, be at the top, be in control, be the all powerful. You know what I'm saying? But as you do that and you climb this ladder, you realize there's really no end to that ladder. It just keeps going and going and going. And just because that ladder is going up doesn't mean it's going up positively, right? the longer the journey, the more shit you're going to run into. That's really all it means. And so this guy gets into his 30s and 40s and he starts declining, but he still has all his fame and his riches, right? So why is he so depressed? Why is he so down? Why does he still feel the way that he feels? It's exactly the thing. It's because you're still climbing that ladder, realizing it's never ended. You just thought going up meant great things all the time. No, it just meant a long journey. And on that long journey, you're going to encounter the same shit that you have always been encountering, which are obstacles, things like this. The stuff that you're chasing, you thought would bring you what? Happiness, joy, fulfillment, doesn't do any of that. And when it doesn't do that, you keep going after it thinking, at some point it's gotta bring me that. I gotta be fulfilled at some point. I gotta get satisfied at some point. And it just doesn't happen. Now you hitting rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? You're in things or involved in things you don't want to be involved in. You're being represented in a way that you don't really want to be represented, right? Your name and legacy is a little bit tainted now because you're going down these paths that you would have never gone down before. But you're doing it all in the name of money and fame and fortune. And then this guy ends up sitting in a chair and contemplating taking himself out and hearing his father's last words to him, like, what a shame kind of thing. Like, damn. That, yeah, after going through all of that and then hearing that as like the last words, yeah, somebody gonna pull the trigger at that point. What else is left? But that's crazy, right? You know, it is important that you teach the future that there's certainly more to life than just that. And it's easy for kids to be consumed by those thoughts and ideas because they're so impressionable, right? And that's why I always said, man, being a parent is just the hardest job in the world because it's so much responsibility and it's a legacy. And then once that person grows old and goes into the world, there's still a representation of you and whatever went on inside the home. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a tough gig, man. And so teaching your kids right, raising them right, trying to instill values, instill morals, you know, all of those type of things, you know, it's all very important. And you can never really take a day off, man. Everything is important. Every minute is important because if they don't get the information from you, they're going to get it from somebody else. And somebody else's intentions could be bad, could be detrimental, could be false, could be, you know, whatever. So yeah, man, it's just a crazy story that this dude put together in this thing, all in the I guess spirit of a money game. Wild, man. Well, I've personally enjoyed this ride. Again, I don't know if there's a part 4 or at some point coming some years from now, but I will remember this video and this song, and we'll probably watch it again. But yeah, man, listen, thanks for recommending REN to me. Never heard of this dude to this day, still wouldn't have heard of him, you know, other than going to search for him directly because y'all told me to. So I'm glad because I appreciate this kind of talent, man. You know, this type of talent shouldn't be undiscovered, right? People should know about this dude. So I'm glad that I got to partake in listening to this dude and go on along for this ride. I will do what y'all said to do next. I don't remember the name of it, but it's some like another 3 kind of part thing all together or whatever. I'll check that out. Throw some other recommendations out there. If there's anything that I definitely need to hear from him or see from him, give me his best stuff. I can't check out everything, right? So just give me the best stuff and I will take a listen. And yeah, listen, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for the recommendations. Continue to throw those recommendations out there. If you stuck through the whole video, listen, thank you for that too. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you tuning in. Leave some comments down below, man. Let me know what you thought of the whole series. Let me know what you thought about this video. And what did you take from it? Havik Nation, thanks for tuning in. I will see y'all next time. Be easy.